Hello, my name is Kayla. I am a part-time reseller, full-time mom. I sell on platforms like eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, and whatnot. If you like reselling content, give this video a thumbs up and give me a follow. And today we are gonna go over what sold over the weekend. I had one Mercari sale, which is a rarity. I had 4 eBay sales, and the rest were Poshmark. I think I have 12 Poshmark sales. We are going to start with Mercari. First off, I sold this Play School vintage little Old McDonald toy. I am mostly a clothing reseller, but I do like to dabble in the toy section. And I always like to look up vintage Play School as well as Fisher Price toys. This sold for my full asking price for $29.99. I probably only paid a few bucks for this. Up next, we will go over eBay sales. This vintage Five Brothers flannel, 100% cotton, sold for $25. I think this sold same day. I definitely listed it higher than that. I might have listed at $35.40, but I was just happy with the quick flip. I only paid a few dollars for it. I would rather have it in and out than have it sit for forever. I have had this brand sit for a while, so happy with a quick flip. Then I sold this pair of Dickies, new with the tag, men's pants. This is something I've had sitting forever. I do eBay sales on the weekends, and I did do like marked down my old stuff quite a bit. So someone sent me an offer on this for $9.50. I definitely accepted it, just ready to get rid of it. Can't remember full price I had it listed at, but yes, $9.50 out the door. Glad to see them out of my inventory. This is another item I have had listed forever, at least over a year, probably more than that. This is an Ellen Tracy winter jacket, and it does have Angora wool in it. And I was just surprised this took so long. It's a very nice jacket. Maybe Ellen Tracy just isn't like a brand to look out for. And yeah, I definitely will maybe skip this brand or really look up the sell-through rate next time I see it. 75% wool and 25% Angora. So the content was for sure there, maybe just not a great brand. So sold for $22. Happy to see this go out the door and out of my inventory. Next up, these LL Bean pants, jogger pants. Well, not completely joggers, but they are straight outdoor nylon. The Vista Camp pant. These sold for $15. Now on to Poshmark orders. I actually have 14 Poshmark orders to ship out. 2 of them came in early this morning. One of them being this very nice Athleta. This is the Allure quarter zip jacket. I actually found this in a fill a bag sale that I go to every Thursday, which was super surprising because they do normally mark this up. But I know if it's marked up and it sits too long, they typically pull it out and then we'll throw it on the floor with the rest of the stuff. So this may have been one of those items. This did sell for $30. Then these Brooks Brothers shoes, running shoes. These are the Glycerin. These did take a little while. I do like picking these up if I can get them at a good price. They tend to sit for a little bit, but they do sell at a decent price, and these sold for $51. Then this Faraday men's shirt sold for $25. This came in late last night. Gut Run Sojin. I think that's how you say it. Not 100% sure. I love picking up this brand. I actually find it at my local consignment store when they do the $5 rack. I always pick it up. So I actually think this one was for a fill a bag sale. However, this is 100% organic cotton. Gut Run, it sold for $25. Then these Miss Me jeans. These have not been listed very long, have the big bling pockets. They are a size 32, which was probably one of the faster selling features of these. They sold for $33. Next, these Timberland women's boots. My daughter actually wore these a few times and I listed them when they didn't fit her anymore. These sold for $27. I think those sold as a part of, I sent out offers this weekend. For whatever reason, I felt like sending out like super heavy offers. So I sent 50% off offers on some of my items. I sent 40% off offers on a bunch of my items. I always send 30% off anything that's been liked every Friday. But sometimes that just doesn't get it moving as much things as I would like. So this weekend I said, why not? Let's send a few 50% offers and some 40% off offers, and that's where these few items sold. Those Timberland boots, I think, must have been on a 40% off offer. And then this Eileen Fisher jacket was something I threw 50% off on, which maybe I should have done 40 first. But Eileen Fisher is a great, expensive brand that is definitely desirable. But this brand just sits for me, and I don't know why. It's just such a slow moving brand. I will pick it up if I can get it at a decent price. But like I said, it just sits, and I feel like you have to send heavy offers on this stuff in order to get it to move. This did sell for $27. I may have paid $10, a little bit less dollars for this, but just happy to see some profit and have that out of the door. These had to have been at least 40% off offer. I sent these cute Guess vintage kids jeans. They sold for $14. Another category I like to look at is like games. I suppose this is probably considered in the toy section too, but this Lightbright Touch had a really good sell-through rate. I believe I paid $3 for this. Someone sent me an offer, I countered, and this ended up selling for $16. Then these Old Navy Slim, these are a 30 by 36. These were in my son's things he got rid of. Someone sent me an offer for $17 on these. And if you didn't know, so I have a son who is just super duper tall. So when I used to shop for clothes for him, he shops for himself now. He's almost 20 years old. But the longer lengths, Old Navy, you can only get them online. And that's actually most stores. You can't get these long lengths online. So anytime I've listed these longer lengths that he had, they always sell pretty quickly and for really decent prices, especially for Old Navy, $17. I will happily accept that. Then this Lily Pulitzer cute little skirt. I think I paid $3 for this at a local thrift store. This sold for $24. Sold super quickly too. This Eddie Bauer vest also sold pretty quickly. This is the Primaloft 365 vest. This sold for $16. Then this beautiful long trench denim LL Bean vintage jacket. I saw another listing and it had a liner in it, so I noted there wasn't a liner. I did list this for $199 to see what I could get for it. I felt like I could get upwards of like $125 based on comps. This is just such a cool vintage denim jacket that I felt like was super trendy, especially with this like corduroy collar. This chore jacket style always does really well. There's definitely been a lot of interest, but no one has like submitted any offers back to me or anything. Someone submitted an offer for $90. I paid $10 for this, and it has been sitting at least a month or two. So I just accepted, happy to get it going out of my closet and on to a new home. Then I lastly sold another good run Sojourn piece. This was from my local consignment store. Paid $5. It sold for $32. I think this is 100% linen. So that is it. Few orders from that was from Friday and a few from this morning. happy to see 19 orders going out. I think that is the most orders I've had going out in a long time. So kind of feels like things are picking up. I think it's like tax refund season, so I feel like that gets the ball rolling in the sales and people shopping a little bit more. Last minute sale that just came in while I was shipping. Someone bundled both of these outdoor research sun shirts. They used my 10% off coupon and paid $30 a piece. It was like 29 something. And I got these at the bins in a picked over bin, and they're so lightweight. They cost less than $1 a piece. So very happy with that sale. Great profit on these items. Now I gotta get all these shipped out and out the door so the postman can pick them up. Thanks for watching. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do if you like reselling content, and I hope to see you in the next one.